Hello, in this video we're going to go over changes in the Windows 8 desktop. Now I'm doing this before a demonstration largely because the demonstration is done on a Windows 8.1 computer, so you will see the Windows 8 desktop. So to begin, many believe Windows 8 was an attempt to make Windows easier to use on a mobile device. However, many people would argue that it also made it much harder to use on a regular computer. In response to this, Windows 8.1 was made to correct many of the issues from Windows 8. So the Start button came back, there was a customizable Start screen, etc., things like that. And you can see a picture of the Windows 8 logo here. One of the first things was in Windows 8 and 8.1, they replaced the Start menu with a Start screen. So instead of a menu listing your programs, instead you have this screen with many tiles that have your programs on them. So it's kind of a more modern version of the Start menu. And this works really well on a touch device. A lot of people like it on regular computers too. It's just a lot different than the actual Start menu. The bottom left, if you have Windows 8, you'll notice it has no Start button. However, Windows 8.1 does. Either way, you can take your mouse to the far bottom left corner and right-click, and this menu will come up that has a lot of shortcuts to different functions of your computer, including shutting it down. It's a very important menu, especially in Windows 8 and 8.1. And we'll actually go over some of these features later. The right sidebar is only in Windows 8 and 8.1, not in Windows 7. It's access to the Start screen, especially if you have Windows 8, which does not have a Start button. And access to some settings, however, it's not really super well accepted yet. It might change, but at the moment it seems to be kind of on the table at the moment. So this is what it looks like, and to bring it up, you would actually bring your mouse over to the far right edge and leave it there for a moment, and this bar would appear, at which point you could use it. You could actually click one of these options. And you may notice this also appears, which just is a bigger version of the time and date. Moving on, one big change in Windows 8 are apps. Apps can be purchased and installed from the store. So the store looks like a program on a Windows 8 computer. You can open it and it brings up something along these lines where you see all these different apps you can either purchase or download to your computer. And they're just smaller programs. And they can be anything from the line of a game, a utility, anything pretty much. And finally, when you have an app open, you'll notice that you can't really see your desktop. So switching between your app and your desktop is as simple as moving your mouse to the top left corner, at which point the left sidebar will appear and show you your desktop or other apps that are there, and you can choose which one you want to view at that moment. So this will only work if you have another app open. It will not work if you do not have running apps. However, this is a pretty neat little feature. It's kind of useful because you'll notice apps run and look differently from a regular program on your computer. Alright, so let's move on to the demonstration.